It is Lord Haywire. I am streaming some Killed by Dev game creation here. Uh, we are almost done with county improvements. We're so close. I'm going to the wrong spot already. What we have on our list for today, and I thought of another thing that we should do. We're going to add a new thing here, and we're going to do a new column. I know it's way off on the side. We're going to do camera stuff because eventually we're going to do camera stuff. And so instead of putting it in we're trying to get more organized because I can't, um, maybe we should all caps this. No, we won't do that. We're trying, because I just need to be organized. I can't operate. The older I get, the more organized I need to be. Basically, we're going to stick all this camera stuff in its own little thing here. And a lot of this stuff is because I can't stop thinking about how shitty the game looks. It's right here. When you click on stuff, you click on things, and man, it looks terrible. I mean, it's like we need to have outlines. We need to have when you hover over, it needs to show that you're hovering over that province, and then this one. These are all things I don't know actually how to do, so we're gonna have to figure that out. I do want to hire an artist at some point. I don't have any money, but we'll put. So there's gonna be episodes where I do the shitty parts of game creation, which will be the creating a business. I'm not gonna ask for money or anything, but we'll put some money aside for it, hiring people, all that stuff. I'm streaming every little part of this except for some of the learning that I do on the side, which I will do some learning. This is probably camera stuff. The day-night cycle is well. It is. It's both camera and time. We'll put it under camera just so we have some more things. But I was actually thinking of here county feedback, and then we need county lines, province and county outlines, because you need to know when you have selected something as well. Right now, it's just you can tell just because a panel pops up. I just turned on to some music, and I want to make sure that you guys can't hear it since it causes uh, issues on Twitch. I am streaming to Twitch today. Sometimes I stream to YouTube. Not very frequently. It's weird. YouTube, certain stuff, it's just weird. Find out how canvas scaling works. That's not really camera stuff. Simple county selection feedback. Do we have this in here twice? We do. Can we just delete this one? Let's get rid of that one. Remove. That's something else. Okay, so our goal. So what we'll be doing is instead of having all this crap, we will just have county improvements, and then we'll bring the column over, and then we'll have done here, and then we have notes. So this is the way we want it to look. Today, though, we're going to try to make the current building description unique, because it needs to be unique. We don't need it to be very unique, but we need it to be somewhat unique. So let's go and look at, maybe we'll find a bug or two, too. So what I'm talking about is when you click this and you pop this open, and you click this, this has currently how many days and whatnot it takes. You hit one employee, you hit build, this moves over to here, but it's currently very similar. We need to adjust this. We're gonna set up some of this stuff later. Days is no longer gonna be the I don't know how we're gonna do that. It's not gonna be called days. it's we could divide it by days and then round it. But that's what we're gonna do today. Right now, and it shouldn't be actually that hard to do. And then we'll be done with this. Show which building is being built instead of just saying building. We already did that. That's done. I don't know. I guess it got put in the wrong spot. I notice that all the time. Well, this has to get fixed here too. This is going to happen, right? These are going to happen together. And then maybe we'll... This is like something that we got to fix later. I think I keep pulling it over here. Leaders should be marked as leaders in the hero list. Do we want leaders to be allowed to construct buildings? Having the leader in a different list is a huge pain in the ass, but we want it. So we may do this. Oh, you know what we got to do as well before we get started here is we want to open up the README and update one thing. We do this every week. I'm listening to the Dead Boys today. One more up. We're on 16. It looks, I guess Unity updates every week. I noticed something too over here. If you go to install editor, if that's the case, this is at 47. Oh, I guess they're at 3 though. I wonder what kicks it over to the next version. Okay, we're done with the README. I saved it, right? Control S. I Control S too much. Okay, so let's look at this panel. We're going to be doing a lot with this panel, so we don't need this shit as big as we do. We need the inspector over here. We need the UI thing, county info. There's so much stuff. I think it's this one. It's not that one. It's this. So we were kind of fucking around with this last time. We were kind of getting it into place. Let's turn on this stuff. We won't be able to test it. But we need to be able to see this. Actually, we might not even need this thing open. No, we do. Okay, so first off, it could show as days, but we don't want it to actually be days because it's all gonna depend on how many people you have working and how well they're doing. So let's put it like as a generic number so it'll be easier to test right now. So we're gonna need to actually pull open this building list, which should be under public. We're copying over this information from here. Days to build. We're going to rename this to work cost. Yeah, work cost. And then we'll rename this to work cost as well. That's how much work it takes for each person. Once again, so the way I want to do this in my head right now may not work. We may have to go to like a more generic 4X thing where each county just has a population. But I thought it'd be more fun to have like a little bit more control over what you're building and what's going on there. Probably need to pull chat up. I don't get very many people in chat, but when I do, I want to talk to them. This is a group effort, like I always say. I don't want people to write code, but I do want people to help me because I need help in chat and whatnot in YouTube comments. It's funny, I haven't gotten any YouTube comments except I got one that someone deleted. They were like helping me, and I think they saw that later. I figured it out on my own. My other channel gets YouTube comments. Okay, so here we go. This one we have a getter setter. Didn't I see something? No, I guess that's right. I probably put this in there because I like it consistent, but I think I'm going to take it away so it's easier to notice that this is going to the getter setter. Let's hope that works how I think it works. It's been working. Yeah, we need research cost or resource cost. Currently, it just costs the influence, and then we'll have a work cost. And so if we need to go back and we need to adjust this work cost to be like, I think it's set at like 7 right now. That's fine. We'll go because we'll be able to test it easily with 7. Probably 2 would be easier, but whatever. And before I wasn't deleting stuff because I wanted to, because I'm not sure what we're gonna need, but I think actually we'll delete stuff. So the cost is gone because they've already paid for it. Time to build. See, we're just gonna say this. Work till complete. Yeah, that's dumb. And we'll just move this around though. This doesn't have to look beautiful right now. We just, well, it definitely isn't looking beautiful. We just wanted to get, really? I manually just drag that to that perfect number? I don't believe you. 167? No. Negative 167? Is that all we needed to do? I thought there was something else we needed to do because that was awful quick, man. That last stream. Everything worked amazingly, and it left me scratching my head. Well, and then the one before that, everything was a disaster. I couldn't get anything accomplished. It was like an hour and a half of just fucking around with the same shit over and over. Work till complete. We need to see the number of employees. Was there something else? Let's look at my list. I probably didn't put any information because I love to. Um, for example, it shouldn't take 7 days. It should take 5 by 7, 35 people's days worth of work. We could have it so that the workers fail their construction where they get some work done. And I thought about this before. Uh, if a worker is successful on their construction role, they should just give a bonus amount of work done. So yeah, that's the way we'll. So like, they'll do one work. Well, they won't be one. But we'll say one work, and if they roll in their construction role is successful, they'll do 2 work. So things will get done faster than you would expect. But we'll put this over in the notes because we're done with it, but I want to have that in the notes for later. Do I have anything in here though? It needs to have how much work has been done on it. Well, we just did that. Oh, is this what I like? Wait. I think this is what's happening. I think we only have, well, we can look right here. Yeah, it should just be a number, just one additional one number. What is it? I'm looking at the wrong thing. Okay, so we need to have another thing here that shows how much is done. A public int, work completed and work cost. And that will start out as 0. You're not gonna. I'm always surprised when. Oh, there it was. When the thing doesn't automatically fill it in there for me. What is this terrible idea? It's right there. Okay, so then over here, this is assigning all of this stuff work cost, so it should actually be here, and it's just going to be 0 when it starts out. It's going to be 0. So I knew there was something more. I'm glad I put that note in there. So then on here, this is actually going to be time in days. No, this is going to be work completed. Oh, actually, you know what we should do? Time to build. That's fine. We're going to need two of these. We're going to need one that says work cost. At first I was thinking we wouldn't need that, but we do. We're going to need it like this. And I think on this one I just have like a slash just manually. Yeah, I do. What a weird way to do this. I mean, it works. Huh. It might be easier. I guess it doesn't really matter. I was going to say it's probably be easier. It is. It will just be easier to duplicate this and then rename it. We can just delete this one. Laziness is the key to everything. What did I put? Completion? Completed? Completed? Work till completed. Then we'll rename this work till completed. And then we'll go to here. This is going to be, what did we just call it? It's like, Jesus Christ, my brain. I'm going to try to work completed. I'm going to try to stop complaining about my brain sucking so bad. Wait, oh no, we don't want this. Whoops. We want this thing. And then we want this one. And then there we go. That is saved. Then in the code, we're going to need resource cost text, huh? What the fuck are we doing with that thing? Oh yeah, we commented out a bunch of stuff because it wasn't used. I don't think we're using this, are we? Resource cost? We don't have any resource costs yet, so let's get rid of that shit. Let's try to keep things lean. Time text. What the fuck is that? I don't think we're using that either. It will tell us if we're naming. Oh, we are. Where are we using it? Okay, so it's just named wrong. It's not named right. We will rename this to, what did this say? Current building work cost. And no. I was gonna say text.text. I put text at the end so that when I'm in the inspector, I can see wherever the fuck this thing is. It's probably, this is the same. And then I can just drag this over and I know it's the same. So we're gonna need another one called, we can just use this one, I guess. Work completed text. Current worker, max worker. Yeah, this is not difficult at all. It's just tedious. There's a lot of tedious shit. I've also been noticing lately on games that I play, I can tell immediately, like by how the rounded corners are and whatnot, if the game's made in Unity. And it's not necessarily bad. Like I was playing Shadows of Forbidden Gods, and it tells you, it was made in Unity anyways. But there was like a search bar, and I was like, oh, that's the same search bar I use. And it's nothing's wrong with that, except that I'm not big fan of like my game looking exactly like having the same search box. So that's going to be something we're going to have to deal with at some point, is make everything look very unique. And I think that's going to be, since I'm not an artist and I've tried to be an artist throughout my life, I've tried to learn to draw and do stuff like that, but it's that's just one thing I know I can't do. Like I can mechanically do like a little bit of stuff, but I don't have the artist bone. I'm left-handed, and so people are like, "Oh, you should be an artist." Like, no, it doesn't work that way. So I think we got this how we want it. We can delete the like these plus or. Oh, I do remember why I left this here, because we're gonna be able to adjust employees. All right. Well, we'll leave this shit here, and we'll. I don't really want to though. Let's just delete it. We'll put this stuff back in later. Let's just do lean and clean for now. Uh, let's close this stuff down now. And let's give it a run. This is not set up right. We probably should have put the code in. We probably should have put the code that's necessary. What is going on with I want to be like a little bit taller on my camera. Just a little bit. Did that do anything? I don't know. It's kind of a bummer that we have to test this way every time, but a 1, huh? Oh, did we do the 1 in a forest shack as a test? We did, I bet you. Let's take a look here. That's going to be world map load, which has everything. I would like to actually break this into different things eventually, because I'm getting confused all the time. Create counties, create population. The fuck is this shit? The thing is that everything is gonna be like loaded in here. That's why it's all in this one spot. Here's the possible buildings thing. Here we go. 7-1. Yeah, we have it set for 1. Let's set it for like 4. Let's set it for 2. uh, and then let's go back to this thing. And I don't think we need this other shit in here. This was just like temporary stuff because we made a copy of that other building, or the other panel, and I was worried about what we were deleting. You know, did we need this stuff? Yeah, like here's all these minus buttons and stuff. They're not gone forever. We can get them from the other thing if we need them. Let's just try to clean up some shit here, because my code starts getting pretty crazy with all the commented out stuff. All right, so we have work completed, work cost. Work completed should actually be 0. I'm surprised. Oh, we never put that in there though. Work cost, work completed. Work completed to string. So we got the description in there. We got work completed, work cost, current workers, max workers. That's where we're gonna later on. We're gonna set that up to be able to be changed. Let's make sure we have that in our next round. Adjust number of workers while building building. I think I'm hilarious. Now my music does skip to new model army. All right, let's test this shit out again. I like to test every 2 seconds. It's just part of my thing. I still feel like I'm like slowly shrinking over here. Maybe my chair's going down a tiny bit. I don't know if that's even doing anything. I'm always obsessing over my camera. Okay, so this has the 2-day thing. We got a bug. We got a bug, folks. I know what it is. I had like I say this like every stream, but I got to keep a sense of humor about this shit. Otherwise, I would get depressed about how long things take. So I was thinking this is like 90 hours of work, which isn't that much when you think about the amount of game takes. But when you like, I was playing perfect. I was playing what the fuck was that? Oh, Songs of Six, and the guy said he's been working on it for a decade. And wow, that's a lot. And he says he probably has 10 more years of working. You know, he's gonna work on it for 10 more years. He doesn't know how much longer, but that's a lot of, and I've only got 90 hours into this, so I got, I only working on the weekends. If we do the math, it's 30 years probably. Probably more, 60 years. 60 years until I'm done. I'll be long dead by then though. We'll have to pass it on. It's open source, so someone else could continue on. Yeah, right now it's a worthless piece of shit, so it's not like anyone would want to continue on with it. But we got to get on to that point. We'll form a nonprofit. I'm joking. Uh, okay, so what the fuck are we doing here? That is correct. This is done. We're done with this. And did we put in here? Generate work. Generating work is one of the things we have to do. I can't believe we're done with this. So, I was waiting for that thing. I don't know why. I always feel like I have to wait for that. So these county improvements, we can put it back at the very bottom. So this is the idea, is we would have like lesser things here, or the titles here, and then we would just keep putting them back. And when we get to them, so now, the next thing, before we get back to county improvements, we're going to do camera work, etc., etc. We'll worry about and then some of these things just need to be filed away or something else, or taken care of. So county improvements is done. So we're gonna put this. We're gonna put this over here, and then we're gonna go to our next thing, which is where we need to knock some of this shit out. But first, and I can't believe that was all we needed to do before we got there. Someone mentioned like, hey, you can figure out how to merge branches locally or whatever. Someone in chat. So this is what I was talking about with people helping me in chat. So I need to drink a coffee here. Drink of coffee. They said you can merge stuff locally and then push it. So that's what I want to do, but I'm scared. I don't want to fuck shit up. So I'm not quite sure how we're gonna do this because I need to figure this out. Let's do this. Let's make a copy of this. The first thing you always got to do, because I'm working on stuff that, where is this, on the G drive? Trying to bring this over to you guys. Far Cry 3. Do I own that game? Whoops. I have an old copy. Let's delete this old copy first. This will take a bit. I'll just tell you guys a story. I'm joking. I tell enough stories. Here, we can clear this stuff off while we're waiting here. If you want to join my Discord, I have a thing that shows when I've done stuff. Every Git thing. We'll make a copy of this. It's taking its sweet time because that's how it is. Trying to think if we can look at anything else. We can. You know what we can do? Here's like something that should be under county improvements. We can file some stuff away while we wait. Wait, did I put that in the right spot? I did. Population list has huge borders. Make them smaller. That should just be under county. We have another one that's just called county. Do we put a thing in here for just county? It should actually be called county info. And we'll convert this into an issue. We could have actually not made these issues. And this should, though, be called county info. We want them to match. Are you almost done? Looks like it. Come back over here. We probably want county info to be worked on before we get back to county improvements. Yeah, of course you're going to do that. I didn't think about that. Let's close Unity. Unity actually, sometimes you close it and it's still, we'll delete this copy again. Let's close this puppy too. And then let's close this puppy. Lately the Unity hub has been taking a fucking eternity to open. And then we'll copy this again here. Can't reboot your computer. That's the one bummer with streaming, is you can't reboot your computer. Top info panel. This is also going to be over in county info. And we should probably put the bugs at the top, right? Or we can have a... No. Do we want the population info button to be non-interactable when in counties you don't own, or should it print something to the player log? What does it do right now? I think, I don't know, let's put that at the top. Let's put that right here. We can just look at that afterwards. I think we already did that. So this is a county thing. And we want this bug at the top. Is this a county thing? This might be... I don't know. Let's put that back. I don't know how we're going to do that. It may be its own thing. All right, I guess this is done. So let's open up Unity again here. I don't know why I just... Yeah. Get into your desktop. When I was talking with the people at the coffee shop about The Witcher 3... there's a lot of people excited. It's interesting. Everyone's been upset that Henry Carvel or whatever his name is gone. But it's interesting. There's some optimism out there, and I didn't expect just like the average person to even be interested in the, because I feel like there's like a million people who play video games, but I feel like there's just not that many. Like it seems weird just to be randomly coming up at the coffee shop. What were we doing? We have the copy, so if this gets fucked up. So we're gonna try to figure out how to merge this. Manage branches. Maybe we should look this up. So we want to merge county improvements into here. Merge main into county improvements. Rebase county improvements into main. Merge main into county improvements. Shouldn't it be the other way around? I guess that's our only option. Then how does the commit work? Merge main into county improvements. Well, I feel like that. We don't want to rebase, do we? Somebody help me. Get merge main into branch. The fuck is this? Merge main. I have two branches, master and custom branch. Somebody added some code to master that I need to use. I tried. This will update custom branch. Get poll. That doesn't make any sense to me. What about this rebase versus? Yeah, there we go. I don't need a conceptual overview, I hope. I hope. Get merge feature main. This creates a new merge commit in the feature branch that ties together the histories of both branch, giving you a structure that looks like this. Okay, I guess I do need a conceptual overview. The first thing to understand about get rebase is that it solves the same problem as get merge. Both of these commands are designed to integrate changes from one branch into another branch. They just do it in very different ways. Consider what happens when you start working on a new feature in a dedicated branch and then another team member updates the main branch with new commits. This results in a forked history, which should be familiar to. Okay, so that's not going to happen, but let's pretend like that is a possibility. Now let's say that the new commit and mains are relevant to the feature you're working on. To incorporate the new commits into your feature branch, you have two options, merging or rebasing. The easiest option is to merge the main branch into the feature branch using something like this. Okay, the name of his thing is feature, so get checkout feature. We're already on feature, or we're on the equivalent, merge main. Or you can do this one line. This creates a new merge commit in the feature branch that ties together the histories of both branches, giving a branch structure that looks like this. I think this is what we want, right? Merge is nice because it's a non-destructive operation. That existing branches are not changed anyway. This avoids all the potential pitfalls of rebasing. On the other hand, this also means the feature branch will have an extraneous merge commit every time you need to. Extraneous merge commit every time you need to incorporate upstream changes. If main is very active, I actually want to delete the one when I'm done. An alternative, you can rebase. This moves the entire feature branch to begin on the tip of the main branch, effectively incorporating all of the new commits in the main. But instead of using a merge commit, rebase rewrites the project history by creating brand new commits for each commit in the original branch. I think that's what we want. Do we just do it? It's going to give me some warning, and I have a friend. I wonder if he's around. He's a Git master. It says he's online. No, I'm not going to ask him. We'll just do it. We'll just hit yes. Yes? Okay, so it said it failed. See output window. You have unstaged changes. That's these stashes, huh? Or is it talking about this? Let's commit this stuff to this branch. I think it's talking about this stuff over here. We don't give a shit about this other thing. We could just delete these. Drop all. I don't remember what those were. So they're, well, fuck them. Fuck them. It's probably something. Oh no, where did it go? My code's fucked. That's why we made a copy. So let's commit this stuff first. What did we do? We just made that one thing unique. It was pretty pretty quick. I like to close this when I do commits. Made current building description panel unique. There we go. Commit all. But see, here's the, well, we should push this. We will push this. Warning. What is this warning always saying? Warning. See, Git Credential Manager Core was renamed to Git. Do I give a shit? Did you open something? How do I fix it? Let's do an update right in the middle of this stream. How do I figure out what version of Git I'm on here? That's just going to flash a window. I wonder if this thing will tell me. So if there's nothing that you guys can't see in here. Min Git. All right, I'm gonna leave this. I don't want to do this while I'm in the middle of a stream because for all I know, it's gonna be like you have to reboot immediately. So I'm gonna put this on my other thing to remind me after I'm done. Actually, I'll put this over there too. And we already did. Well, we're gonna attempt to do that. We close that. All right, let's try this again now. Rebase. Oh God, what's it doing? Successfully pushed to origin. What are all these things? Fix County Pop to report the correct number, but in a shitty way. That sounds like something I wrote. Conflicts exist in the working directory. Resolve them before continuing. Okay, we have some prefabs here. What are the conflicts, though? What does the D mean? It was deleted? Yeah, but we did delete that stuff. We renamed it. It's right here. So what does it want me to do? Successfully push to origin. I don't want, oh, that was from before. I don't want to abort or do anything. What happens if I type something in here? Nothing. I don't want to skip or abort. These were all deleted. I'm fine with that. These were added. That's what I want. Yeah. Stage all. Oh God, what did I do? Continue. Unmerged changes. Stage changes. This is why we made a copy. So we can always go back. We have a complete copy over there. You didn't open anything. All right, I've clicked that 27 times. It doesn't do anything. Unmerged changes. All right, let's abort. Okay, let's try this again. Rebase. Why does it want us to skip these? They're detached. So that's new. What does C stand for? Conflict. They've both been modified. All right, let's abort. I'm gonna have to do, look. Are you sure you want to abort? I say yes, and it goes back to here. Go down to the bottom. Aborting. Please move or remove them before you reset. You know, I think if we can get this to abort, I think what we can try the other way. Yes, I want to abort. It flashes something up, but I can't read what it says. Um, please move or remove them before you reset. Is it talking about this? This shouldn't have changed. Well, what do we do? It has a plus button. Okay, so it seems to have rebased. I don't know if it did though. Like a month ago? Does that seem right? That's possible. Yeah, so we had research, which we finished a month ago, I guess. Then we're to county improvements. So what happens if we go, we're already fucking shit up. So what happens if we go to, actually it's here. What happens if we merge? Did it do something? Already up to date. No, it's not. Already up to date. Cherry pick. Rename. View history. Compare. No. I actually kind of I want this to merge into, well, I guess it's the same thing. What does GitHub say here? What, because we already pushed something over here. Here's the one we want. I mean, we can merge it here, but what happened, I think, at one time is all my shit got fucked up when I rebased. And that's what someone was like saying, hey, there's a better way to do this. And that's what I was trying to figure out. What happens if we go like to this top thing here? No? These should all be gone as well. Like, we don't master anymore. We got that. We deleted that. Yeah, way back at the beginning. What are these buttons? I feel like the rebase thing is the thing we wanted, but I don't know why. I don't like, I literally, it's not like I'm. Keep changes. Let's try this one more time. If there are no remaining changes, skip the current patch to continue. We want this to be. Resolve the conflicts. So how do I unmerge changes? Open file, switch to list view. How do I like both modified? Stage changes. Resolve the conflicts before continuing. What is it talking about? Take incoming county. That's what we want. We want all these. There, it should all. Okay, is that what it's saying? County improvement should have the best version. I've probably been doing this wrong all along. This probably doesn't matter, but we'll do it that way. And it didn't seem to do anything. I didn't do what I wanted it to do. We don't need to see these remote origins. I wanted the main to be... See, this is outgoing 12. I don't know what I'm doing. Absolutely don't know what I'm doing. Uh, that's 12 ahead of main. If I go back to here, I think we already did this. Well, we can click on here and it will tell us. Yeah. Use get pull. Now we're back to this thing again. I probably should have, keep file remote. Where is it looking at this though? Like, is it looking at... This might be a lot of work to fix if I fuck this all up. But I need to learn how to use get better anyways. Like, we didn't do anything with those things this time. What does A stand for? Added. The remote one is right. So, deleted in current, keep file remote. I'm just going to assume these are, because we push these. Testing local merge rebase to main. This could fuck everything. Whenever I start a new project, I have found warning. This is going to be that same warning though. I usually have to reset many things up many times. It's like I need to do a tutorial on that too. The basics of Git. I don't know why they make it so difficult. So it's one of those things where it's probably not that difficult, but I don't need or understand the features that are available. So to me, it seems overly complicated, but there's a reason for its complication. Or, and this is a programming thing that happens a lot, it's a barrier to entry. So instead of making it simple, they make it complicated. You know, it became this bloated shit box, and they leave it that way instead of simplifying it because they don't want people to become, you know, like they want to look cool in the eyes of. I'm trying to explain it. without sounding like a total asshole. They want to have a barrier to entry to usage of because they want to be like, I'm a developer. It takes a lot of work to be a developer. You got to know Git, you know. And in reality, it could be like two buttons, and it could be easy. But they're like, we need to make it ultra it's become this bloated shitbox. Why make it simple? Because then we can get paid more, etc., etc. It's a thing that happens in real life. I want to do. I'm doing merge, but I'm guessing it's probably I just don't understand the features. Testing local merge. I'm just gonna start saying more and more outrageous shit, so that I can tell if anyone watches my videos. I don't think my videos for this is definitely gonna be boring as fuck. Test local merge. That's it. All right. We have that. I have that blocked just so I don't accidentally fuck something up. I would like to. That I think is what I want. Um, I mean, how many times do I have to type in this testing thing? Look at all these. Because it's only been a month. Uh, Testing, local, rebase. We'll just say that. Close with comments. Yes, that's what I want. I think. Oh, maybe not. Unmerge commits. I fucked something up there. Reopen. I needed to push this button. I think we want that one. Why is there a try again? Okay. Uh, no, we don't want to do that. I don't want to delete the branch. I want to open this. I want that. Well, let's look. I just reopened it. Normally, I just do this. Now let's look at this before I delete this other branch. Whoops, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to open this in a new tab. This is. I mean, Git is used to help me not fuck shit up. So it's not like I if I fuck something up, I can't get it back. It's just a lot more work. 10 minutes ago we did that. 10 minutes ago we did all this other stuff. So now back to my local branch though. I want to go back to this. So I want to go to main. Come on, music. Let's go to main. This is a perfect time to take a break too, but can I do it here? delete. So what happened a long time ago was, I don't need this open like this. I want to go back to my normal view. Unity Project Explorer, what is that? Oh, view, we can just open this again. And we'll see what happens here. Because one time I did this and I lost a bunch. Yeah, see, something weird happened here. I'm trying to think how it would know that. I mean, I know we rebased and stuff, but it's not. It's like it pulled some of the files down, which is possible. I'm going to take a quick break, though. Well, this is the perfect time while it's doing this. I'll be right back. Let me throw out my break timer. I should have done that right at the minute I saw this thing doing that. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. I don't know what happened to my headset while I was gone. I don't know how cords work. Uh, let's turn off my break timer. Let me turn on my music. What the fuck is this? Yeah, this is missing all sorts of shit. So, we did something wrong here. We need to view. Yeah, this is missing the. We need to like pull from main because we have it. We have it on the. We can see it here on GitHub that this was changed. You know, we just have the wrong local repository. So how do we get that stuff? Sync, pull, then push. Maybe it's this. New. There's uncommitted changes. Incoming 26. Okay, here's the incoming one. How do I get these? How do I commit these things? Fetch. Pull. I want to commit. I want to commit. Oh, let's see, like this. Which line is which, though? This is. I don't know. This is. We don't want to see this. We want to see this view, the GitHub view. Incoming commit all. What are these? Oh, these got modified because I opened this shit. No, we want these incoming. We want to stash this shit. This is a mistake. I just want to get these out of here. Undo changes. Then I want this. Well, this we got to get rid of this thing first. Okay, so now main has the right thing. Now, if we open up this thing, this is a fucking pain in the ass. The old way of me doing it was better. Was not better. Oh, you know, the thing over here is gone, which is something that I've never liked. It always says like this is behind. So that's one of the things I wanted to fix. You know, and so learning about this, I should probably not be testing this on a project that I'm currently working on. You know what I mean? I should be testing it on I should have a test project that just has like one change in the, you know, in one file, and then I can easily tell that I'm doing things right, not on a big project that I'm emotionally attached to. I should be doing it to something I don't give a fuck about. Okay, so this. Now it's still missing. Oh, wait. No, it's here. And it didn't give me that thing where it's like, hey, you have to update this. We'll be able to tell. I mean, we could just look, but I also want to, you know. Okay, so that's right. And it didn't. Okay, well, let's check some other stuff. One time we did this, and there was stuff missing, but it doesn't look like that's happening this time. Okay, so I think we did it. I think we accomplished it. It was so I'm gonna have to like write some notes for myself next time because I don't do it enough. You know, I got to do it. We don't need this open. We need to do. I just don't do it enough. That's the key thing is I just don't do it enough. So let's go back to our list here. We have this shit open everywhere. Out of panic. We don't need this. Like I said before, this is open source. Well, I wonder what this stuff is for. I'm a big fan of just clicking on stuff and seeing what happens. Oh, YML. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. We'll do that. We'll put that on this thing somewhere. What is this called? Workflows? GitHub suggested workflows. And I think what it will do is it will test like the builds before I build them. We've never built this. That's going to be something we're going to have a compiling. Once we get to version 0.01, we will compile. Once again, I seem so short. Let's do it like, is this not doing anything? Now I'm too tall. Okay, I'll never be happy. Uh, One of my ex-girlfriends said, um, I am only happy when I'm miserable. It was like 30 years ago. Stuck in my brain. Okay, so we'll do this. We'll get rid of that. What are we doing next? Okay, so do we want the population info button to be I think we already have this. So I think this is going to be done. That's why we put that at the top. We'll knock out some good shit here. So if we go to another one, oh, we can still do it. Well, that's fucking stupid. I mean, it's kind of nice for testing, but how did we have that set up? That's probably under. Let's look at that button. That button is population info panel, maybe? No, it's going to be one above that. It's going to be. No. I remember looking for this thing, this button. It's under here, I think. Okay, so if dev view is true, do we have dev view is true? Let's see if that does what we want it to do here. You don't own this county, fuckbrain. That is exactly what we want it to do. You know, we've had that on for a long time. Let's go through and check what other things we don't have working or we do have working. This seems right. Oh, this doesn't work. Look at that. I thought we fixed that. It's not refreshing when we click that. Oh, it is. They're just stacked on top of each other. Oh, there's some. Okay. It's a bug. Um, um, Possible building panel, building description panels are stacked on top of each other when viewing, when clicking on them. We'll do that after. This one's I'm pretty sure done, but let's continue our like testing here. You know, this is working. Is it when we have dev view on that's getting not, is that not working when we have dev view on? Because that's another bug that was over there. Let's turn dev view on and see. Dev view is stupid. We got to make a better way to do that. Yeah, it's only when dev view is on that that's an issue. Okay. Where was that bug listed? It's right here. That should help us solve that problem. Okay, so this is done. This is fixed. Okay, let's figure out what's going on with this description panel though. Bug hunting it can get annoying. It's not as bad as I think here. Does this happen on DevView? Like sometimes you notice something and it like fixes a bunch of other shit. What the fuck was I checking? Oh, this was. So it's after you build something. Yeah, see, it's behind it. So basically, when you click on this button, or vice versa, I can't remember what the. Oh, that's the same for both. Okay, I see what's going on here. We can copy this, and this needs to be false. And then we copy this, and this needs to be false. But I'm betting that it might croak out. It might be like, hey, this doesn't exist yet. So let's see if this does what we want it to do. A lot of times I'm surprised when things work my way. I'm not there. Building. Well, that fixed it. Really? That fixed it. Okay. Well, that was easy. I don't know what I know I'm supposed to comment here, but I never know what to say. You know, like, yeah, it's fixed. Uh, let's do this one next. I'm going to leave this down here. We did this once. It seems to have worked. It was kind of tedious. No, not tedious. Sketchy. Sketchy. So I need to figure that out, like, so it's working in my brain more, where I understand it better. Okay, so this is only happening in the dev view, though. So let's figure out where that is. That's going to be on county, select county. So if we go to our scripts, we double click this. I think it's probably this one. Check for armies, check for heroes. This is so I think this is probably all wrong. I don't know what that debug logs shit was, so I just got rid of it. I couldn't remember what it was for. If the location is equal to the name, this is the name of the thing we clicked on, it will show it. Or if dead view is showing, it will show it, but we don't want it to show it if it's not there. Okay, so how do we do this? We gotta rethink how this works. This is not working correctly. I mean, we can just we can get rid of the dev view thing, but there's another way to do this. Oh, you know what I decided to is I'm gonna make this a capital I right here. Forgot that I decided that. Capital. So I don't know why I decided that. I was just thinking about it one day. So this is working as intended. It just I don't have it set up right. You know, I think that's not as intended, as programmed. This works right, but the dev view is going to make it appear everywhere. But what I want it to do is show this. I think we need two different ones. I think that's what we need here is two different if statements. The reason why we want this dev view is so we can test and see if shit's working. See, this is right. There's no thing here. But then we click, oh, we can still see this, huh? Was this how this was before? Khaled should have a guy. They all should have a leader. Okay. So this is not working as intended. Even without the dev view thing turned on. Let's think this through then. So this shows here, because there is no leader, but we need this to not show when you... Oh, is some other part of dev view kicking off this whole thing? I think it is. Dev view's so dumb. We got to think of a better way to do that. It's in my list of stuff to do. It is. So it's kicking it off somewhere else. Maybe we should just get rid of dev view for now. Everywhere. Uh, how are we going to test it though? Let's get rid of dev view for now. Just to see. I can't tell what that's asking me to accept here. We'll think of a better way after that. Whoops. Because then we also have to have like an if statement for every one of those, and I don't like that so much. There's got to be a much better way to do that, but maybe not. But we just call it dev view as well. And that's some bad luck. Some bad luck as well. Yeah, the thing is that we do need to be able to look at these other ones to make sure that shit's working. Maybe that is the best way to do it. Let's put it back, and we'll have to figure out selection. No, current project. I can't think of another way to do it. If you know of another way to do it, tell me. Because we do need to be able to check that stuff. And I guess we can just put we'll just throw that in there. I don't know what this is going to do. This is going to cause some sort of fucking chaos, but we'll just do that. Okay. Let's run this again and see what kind of chaos we've just caused, and then we'll have to figure out a better way to do that one section. Okay, so dev view is off. Dev view is now on. Wonder why these have bools. What are those bools for? So that's back in action. It's the same issue. We're having some bad luck with. Okay, here we go. We'll probably rearrange how this works and have it like families. No, it can't be families. We want it to be that everyone, no one knows anybody. Wrong button there. Okay, so we were looking at select county. We're looking at check for heroes. This is never going to be null anymore. It can't be null anymore. We used to have that. Let's cut this. And let's put it, actually, let's just comment it out for now to make sure. I'm pretty sure that can never be null at this point. We have changed things. I don't know if this will affect anything because it's in there. I probably should get rid of that. See, this is what I was talking about with bugs. Like sometimes you find things that you want to get rid of, and that that you can make better code. I see a bug here. This thing. But this we have dev view on, so maybe that's part of what we want to work. Maybe we have that set to like show up because dev view's on. I don't see any major issues yet. We do want to check, we still have this issue. So what we have going on here is if the hero's location equals the name of the province, it's printing that, which works. It's showing that thing. It's setting the hero list to active, and it's showing that thing. It's also only checking for one hero. So that's not going to work either. It's just setting this. This thing's very ghetto. Ghetto? I don't know. That seems like a dumb way to describe things these days. So this is something. If you watch any of my streams, I'll say stuff, and I'm like, I don't know if you can say that anymore. So there's this whole thing, like you're trying to make me be politically correct. I don't actually agree with that, and I've been hearing that since I was like 16. People are, I don't know, it seemed around there. People are like, oh, don't be politically correct, whatever. It doesn't seem like a big deal to me to try to not use slurs, you know? Just be more creative with your insults. And so I'm trying to get the stuff out of the dated language out of my language and come up with, like shitbird works for everybody. You can call anybody a shitbird and they will insult them. And, just come up with new ways to insult people, basically. So if you hear me use a dated term, tell me, and I will try to come up with a better one, a more insulting one. Okay. I don't think it's that big of a deal, basically, to not call people slurs. You can call them a lot more. You can. My favorite is like a white shoe wearing motherfucker. Because people with white shoes, man, fuck. How can you have white shoes? Right? Uh, I'm kidding, of course. White shoes are like a thing. Back to this though. So this was some half-ass shit that we did, and so this is part of a bigger problem, and this is as we eat around the edges, slowly developing stuff. We are going to encounter things like this where we need to make it work, like with more than one hero. But this also is, I want to put the leader. I want the leader to be in. This is something that it's just going to make life easier if we create the leader in the population list. Um, oh, I have like stuff. I don't know why we have. I guess I didn't create. Let's just convert this to it. I don't like that. That's not an issue. I saw it out of the corner of my eye as I was getting the sleep out of my eye or whatever. So basically this is part of a bigger problem. Let's do this first. Let's make the I in instance capital. I was just thinking like this is like the instance. So let's find and replace every I in instance. Control H. Let's do that first. I just think it's more important. It's an important thing, and so it needs to be capital. I don't know it with their and tell me, like, I've been asking this forever now. If you know, um, if you know if it's supposed to be capital or lowercase, it tries to auto make it capital too. So we're just gonna go through and hit this. I guess I just took a break. Well, a little bit ago. These are gonna all be broken for quite a while until we get to the. It's the IntelliCode or whatever is finally like, hey, are you trying to change these all to instance? A little late there, buddy, huh? I don't think I used instance in any other spot except for here, so there's probably like a convert all, but I'm kind of like half-assedly looking at what we're doing, you know, as I feel like I should. Oh no, what is this? Map controls. No, don't do this. Look at this. Their instance is lowercase. This is generated by Unity when you create a. This generate when you set up a key. So like I have a spacebar in use. Huh. I mean, this is in the project. I'm wondering if it should be lowercase. See, theirs doesn't have like the thing in front of it though. Where is it telling us what instance is? Like I got getter setters in here. Oh, what is this thing? Huh, we don't want to change that though. We want to skip this. What's going on here? Oh, this is. I don't know what happened there. Timekeeper. This is an army movement. Timekeeper didn't get changed, I guess. Let's do this again. No, we want to. Is that a lowercase I? No. We want to skip this. How can I put this like not? If I hit the next find mites, where am I? Yeah, wait, we'll just go through this. I mean, it probably wouldn't be the end of the world. Nah, it might be the end of the world because I don't know where it's defining what the fuck this is. So we'll just go through this controls, and then we should be able to hit the next file after this. And then it will. I'm glad I just didn't find and change all of it. Uh, find all and change all. I tried that like ages ago. I was working on something, and someone was like, "Just find and replace all," and it would just turn the whole project into garbage. Uh, so I learned that that was not something you generally want to do, especially because I didn't know what I was doing in the first place. You know, I was trying to like mod something or something like that. I can't remember what I was doing. I think we're getting close, though. Maybe not. Let's save this real quick. Oh, that's going to only save. What is it? Shift. I never save all. I always have to look. Control Shift. You see all this? That craziness? I mean, I use instance 1,000 times. Once again, it won't be that big of a deal if we have to change it back. But I think it's so important. You know, it's lowercase looks weird to me. I think we want it to be uppercase. But once again, tell me if I'm wrong. We're getting there. At this point, I've looked at the word instant so much that it no longer looks like a word to me. It's just it's just like a series of squiggles. Okay, so it thinks it's done. We don't have any bugs, but Control Shift. What was it? S. Control Shift S. All right. So now let's hit play. Well, let's go back here. See if we're getting bugs here, obviously. Obviously, we didn't fix that problem because we're going to do this differently completely. Uh, let's do some random shit here. Perfect. We've made a change to like every file in the game almost. That makes it feel like we did some really good work there. Obviously, we didn't do anything. We didn't do any real stuff. Okay. This is something. I wonder if I put more notes on this. I can't remember where this wasn't working. And I wish I had put better notes in there. Do you want the leader to be allowed to build buildings? Leader should be marked as the leader in the heroes list. Have the leader in different lists is a huge pain in the ass. Maybe we want them to be in the county population list. So we do. We do want. We're gonna change this back right now. We can close all this shit. I'm gonna start fresh. Can we just close all? Close solution. No. Is there faster? What's this button? Oh God. I feel like there should be a close all button. That's not gonna do quite what we want. Let's see what it does. I don't think, no. That's just, and then it's going to just come back. The murder is going to come back. I bet you there's a hotkey or something for it. What is this program called? There's always, yeah, I can never remember, Visual Studio, Visual Code, Code Studio. Visual Studio Code, is that what we, Control KW, Control W? Are we in, wait, we're in just Visual Studio, not Visual Studio Code. Alt W window. Then if we go back to, we're going to need this in, where we're going to do this, we're going to first start this with county population. There might be, so I think I put a note in here. Originally wanted the leaders to be in separate lists because they move around a lot. Having them in the county population will work if they stay inside their own counties. If they enter enemy county, then things get weird. Maybe it won't. We're going to deal with that. We might have to recreate this whole fucking thing. Is male. Is leader. Public bool is hero. I think they're going to be different. Is faction leader. Then, is that all we needed? Allowed to work. Is a worker, because we're going to also want to be able to be like, no, you can't work or not. Right now, we're going to allow them to work, but this is the three things we're going to need here. So after first name, we're going to need a bool. Is faction leader. We're going to need another bool. Is hero. And let's go bool is worker, except we want this to be correct. Then yep. 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 Why is male above this? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they're male or not. I like my shit lined up correctly here. Is worker. Is male. And then we have the activities are different. Is hero. Is worker. And then we'll put this over here. Okay. And we have 3 more. Oh, it's gone now. So this has this bug that I haven't been able to figure out. I'm assuming it's gonna fix itself, but maybe at some point I'll look into it again more deeply. But right now I don't care that much because it's just a warning. I'd like to get rid of all warnings. I bet you when we compile, this is probably something. This has been around for a long time. Can you search this? Like look up show help, error help? We don't have that specific error. Let's take a look for it, and then I'll take a quick break in like 5 minutes. An instance of Analyzer Unity cannot be created. That's we want that. That's where we want to be for our next step. An instance of see, I've looked at this before. Does it say cannot load file? Cannot load file. Yeah, it's not that. It's going to be something that, let's check my package. Let's check my package. Let's check the package manager. Make sure that there's. I thought I uninstalled this thing. Visual Studio Editor actually has an update. This we don't need because we're not using JetWriter. That's like a different editor. There's a lot of I'm trying to keep things as simple as possible, have less things added in here unless we need it. Let's do this update. I doubt this is going to actually do us any good, but we'll do it anyways. It's been a long time since I've seen an update for that. Then let's close this. Then let's refresh this, make sure that there's no other. Okay, let's close this. Let's close this, saving it definitely. Time flies when you're programming it. It always is shocking. What was that? So that game last night that I was playing, Ultimate Tactician, Grand Tactician. Time fly. Also, uh, time flew when I was playing it. It's kind of intense. I guess let's fix this thing here. What were you looking for? Just so that this doesn't. Is faction leader is right here. False, false, true. Is that what we did? I think it's like that. Is faction leader false? Is hero false? Is worker true? Null, null, perfect, baby, perfect. This didn't work. I double clicked it. And what is it doing? Oh, this was still saving. Double clicking doesn't. What is this? Unity source generators DLL. Um. No, this didn't I already look at that one? Wait, what did that say? Um. Tools. Net standard version. Oh, this is too long. Net standard version. Hey, it's Kurt again. how does this guy have enough time to do 32,000 posts? I think it was, he's done 12,000 posts since last week. Also try to update the VS Code package inside of Windows. Because Visual Studio is completely same warning. These are created this script in the editor, add whatever. February. We're using a newer version. 23.1. Create a script in editor. I don't want to do that. Work like a charm. I don't want to create a script. I want it to fix itself. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's this bug right here. It could just, I just gotta wait it out. But I was wondering if they had fixed it yet. Yeah, this is the same one too. Oh wow, this person went straight to the uninstall, reinstall. Well, I'm just gonna ignore it for a while. We are in a beta version of the software. I was just thinking maybe it has been fixed by now, so that's why I did that. But it is a break. It is a break time for me. It's break time for me, so I'm gonna go take a piss, and I'm going to go have a cigarette. I'll be back in less than 5 minutes. All right. That was not a very satisfying cigarette at all. I don't know why. It just wasn't. It just happens sometimes. Next one will be better, we'll hope. Okay, my music's back on. Now we're gonna do this big old thing here. We need world map load open, which is open. Everything is weird. We're going to. I was trying to think of the easiest way to break this, and I think the easiest way to break this is comment out this thing right here. And then we just go through and get rid of everything that mentions it. Well, that's not actually not going to quite work. Create population. Yeah, here's this bullshit way that we did. Where that was on this list. Where was that thing about the bullshit way we did something? Maybe we should put another thing in here called graphics. And then we'll put over here a thing called graphics. Because, man, there's some ugly ass graphics on here. And then we can put this in graphics. We can put this is actually going to be a camera thing because we're gonna use like post processing events or not events stuff for that. Where was the thing? It said like I did it fucking stupid or something like that. This is actually under generate work. This is no longer a bug. This is done. I don't know when we fixed it, but we did. It might have just worked itself out. I think it's done. It's oh, good God. Let's put it here just to double check, and I'll put a comment in here. Double check this is fixed. Rethink how we are storing county data. Oh, storing. This is not the goal. Well, I mean, we got to clean up some shit anyways. Make it easier to tell which counties the player owns. That should probably be under graphics. What the fuck was I looking for? Is it like already over here? I already forgot what I was looking for. Oh yeah, that stupid bug. Well, I can't remember where this was. Maybe it's under notes. We'll convert this, and then we'll put this in here. Capital. I never know which one of those it is. Because it seems important. Important. Well, that's what we're doing right now. I don't know what that is. It's some note for some tutorial I was looking at. This should actually be under county improvements. We just did some reorganization here. It's like I'm procrastinating. I can't remember what I was even looking for. It was this thing. Maybe it was just a comment somewhere else. We don't want this here anymore. We want it to generate. So this is going to be one of the major changes here. Creating population. It's so weird to see this as a capital. Okay, so this is creating the new list for the population that's assigned to this dictionary. So this string is the county name, and then gets game object for it assigns to correct county in list. That's just some other. Why did we do that here? We'll deal with that later. If county is capital equals true, generate leaders. And then we generate the population. So let's jump down to generate leaders here. This is going to be completely commented out. We're no longer generating. Well, actually, maybe we will generate leaders. Let's make a copy of this. And we'll cut it. And we'll put it like down here. Can I put it underneath this without it freaking out if I'm commenting it out? It doesn't like, because there's these other ones in here. Okay, I can, and we'll put this is generate leaders, or we'll just put removed for now because we merged the leaders into the county population. So then I want to generate this thing. And what we're going to do, though, there's actually, we don't need this. We can put this. We'll just comment this out for now. We'll get rid of this shit later, but we might want to put this back, you know. If the county is the capital, we're gonna tell it the total county population there, which is something we're manually putting in. It should be 10 in a normal game, 10 people to start. It should actually be 11, but that's okay. So if it's generating this, it's a for loop. and it goes through and this adds to the dictionary list a new person, generates the person's name, generates, okay, so if, but then we, in here, the person's sex and their first name, I don't know why we have their last name come first, but whatever. And then this gives them how old they are. And then at the very end, we're going to say if I equal, if, oh, we didn't call it I, it's population index is equal to 0, then we are going to say this. There's probably an easier way. We could do, wonder why we got rid of this instead of saying like at the top, we just say county population. Oh no, we want var county population equals that. So this is going to hit 0. And then we could just go. See, this is what I was talking about, like when you get bugs and stuff. And this is, I guess this isn't a bug, but you go through, it makes you relook at your code, you know, and then sometimes you can fix things. You see issues, and a lot of times I want to just leave them for later, but I think it's easier to just fix them now. It adds like time on what I'm trying to accomplish, but so this is going to be county is leader, is faction leader equals true, and then is hero equals true as well. So your faction leader is also a hero. Unnecessary assignment of value faction name. Well, that's true. We don't need that anymore. So the first, oh, here's another one of these plus ones. We can get rid of that, but I don't think we need this other shit either, do we? Generate population. No, I guess that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. We just don't need the plus one in there anymore. Okay, so it's going to generate the population. It's just going to say the faction leader is true. We're going to get some bugs, yeah. Check for heroes. So this is going to, what were we living? Local heroes is equals. Check for heroes is this is the one we were looking at earlier that I did stuff to. This is going to be completely different now because we needed to go a for loop through the county's dictionary. We don't need this. We need. Do I still have that thing on my clipboard? I do, but it's not what we need. This is under world map load. Okay, so the county population is going to get this, and then we need, this is going to be changed to county. County, it's going to get the count of that. It's going to go through the whole thing. This is going to be county. Do we have a location under county population? No, because we don't need the Whoops, we don't need the location because it's the county. Uh, this tells us the location. So how are we doing this? We click on the county population. We're getting the county population. So this is just going to be all wrong. If county population I dot is faction leader, no, is hero is equal to true. So is it a hero? So this is for checking for the hero list, the list of heroes that we have that in that little panel. It's going to say like so it's going to go through the first one and it's going to be like, hey, is this guy a hero? And then, all right, so there's probably a better, what are you suggesting we change this to here? I don't know what you're suggesting. Okay, that's what we want. So that what happens if it's like we already, that's going to set it to true and then it's going to do this part. Let's move this up here. And we only have, yeah, we only have this set to be able to work one time. I don't think that we're going to, I think we need to fix that so that it looks for more than one hero. We could set a random hero too to test it. Faction Heroes Dictionary. Did we take care of that? I guess I could have clicked. Yes. What are we looking at here? Population info panel. This is how we were adding in. I see what we were doing here. This is how we were adding in the faction leader to the list, but we don't actually need any of this crap. Okay, we're calling this list index somewhere. Where did we get where did we get this thing from? It was so much of a pain in the ass to get this to work. I mean, I know we just commented this out, so it's got to be here somewhere, right? Did we do it? Was it higher than that? No. That was right here. There was a reason I renamed this. I think it was because we had these two different things in here. We can just change this to I, but we don't need that anymore. It was because we were adding on to that list. So we don't need that anymore. So it's going to go through, this is the normal population for the county. We don't need this. This is on enable. We're going to get a bunch of bugs. It's just how it is. It's going to add, it's going to instantiate these list clones. It's just going to go through the list and put them on here if they're male, female, whatever, their next activity. And then it destroys that. Let's see what happens. Unless we have another bug here, we don't. Did I save this? Did I save? I didn't save this. Let's hit start. Oh, there was a bug. There's all sorts of bugs. Okay, so how is this working? And do we need this to say, let's change this population index to I. Let's try to keep it, wonder why we're passing in total population. Oh, it was because at the time, we needed this here because we were fucking with stuff. We were trying, because we were adding in that extra thing. Where is this getting assigned? Total population. I think it's up here, but we should probably change this to a 4 just for fun. Where was that? I already lost what we were doing here. Go back to this. Generate population. We're putting in total population, which is coming in through here. I don't think we need that anymore. I think what we need here is, this should just look at, this. That's going to be all broken, but that's okay. This should be... This is the county name. I think that works. I don't know what these... Oh, we have two oh, okay, no, that's fine. Let's solve that issue. Okay, these are all... This is an easy fix. I mean, it was nice to have the I in there, but... Um... I don't know if what we did just made the things worse or made them better. Honestly, you know what I didn't check was that I was streaming to the right channel. I usually check that very regularly now. We haven't gotten any bugs yet, which surprises me. There we go. We got a nothing. But we didn't get an error there. So we do have a bunch of things down here that were used a long time ago. So let's see what happens with this. Are we generating the population at all, you know? That's what we got to check. It should happen like immediately. We don't actually want this to maximize, and it doesn't look like we are. We want this to be focused right now. Oh, this isn't going to work. Because it's less, there is no county. So there was a reason to put the total population in here. Okay, so let's do that. If the county is the capital, then we need total whoops, I need a comma, not a total population needs to go. No, I don't want to do that. And then this needs to be, no, this is just going to be an int. Total population. Then we need this to be, then we want this to be, stop it, normal population. I think the problem we're going to have here is it's not going to go through them. It's only if it's less than the total population. Well, let's see. I think this every time, and then it isn't the case. All right, so we got a bunch of people. Lori Bryant. That sounds like a very uh whatchamacallit. Okay. A very regal name. Whoops. I clicked the wrong button. Let's do this. There's no way to get rid of an army yet. So let's maximize this thing. Uh, so we can see what we're doing. Catherine Morgan. Should be the leader, not Deborah Diaz. Amy Lee should not be a leader. Bobby Haywire. Uh, Amy Lee should not be the leader. It should be the top person. So I think let me see here. I don't remember that person's name already. I think what's happening. This didn't this happen before, and I was like, oh, yeah, there's another haywire there. Pamela Torres. Nicholas Hughes is yeah, so it is being generated. I wonder why it's assigning that guy. Let's add another thing to this. Uh, just to make sure here. What's going on here? No, that's right. I was getting confused by something else. I want to see. These should be false, you know. The vast majority should be false. Yeah, so we got like a true here. Karen Roger. Well, let's look at this before we fix that. So that should be Cowlitz. Sorry. Karen Rogers is the leader. This is producing the wrong person. This is producing the wrong person, huh? So where are we getting this list then? That should be pretty easy to figure out. This is where we're generating the population. So this is probably okay. It's under select thing here. Is it because the dev thing is on here still? I bet you. I bet you that's what's happening. It's placing all of the people in there. That's what it's doing. Adam Perry is the hero. Beverly Collins is the hero. That's what it's doing. It's the Deb thing has fucked us again. I didn't want that. I'm a big misclicker. Bug. Dev view has fucked us again in the hero list. There we go. And we're going to convert that to an issue. And I got to change this music. It's been playing New Model Army for the past 16 hours. And I just. You know who I was thinking of was Amanda Palmer. She's got some great songs. She's got some terrible songs too. I don't remember any of these. I haven't listened to her in a while. So we'll go back. We'll start some Amanda Palmer. I don't like any of her ukulele songs. I'm not a ukulele. I'm very picky about everything. I hate video games. I hate music. Everything sucks. I'm not happy unless I'm miserable. What's happening here? Nancy Price, where are you? So I can still see these with dev view turned on, without the dev view turned on the other thing. We got a problem here though. The problem is it's assigning a hero to this even though we own both of them. That's why these are the same color. We need to put an if statement in here. I don't know what version of this song that I'm listening to is, but it's interesting. Okay, so I'm trying to say okay less as well. Uh, and and everything. Let's find what we're doing next. We have to it's in here somewhere. Generate population. How would we do this? We need we need to basically to check. We need to check to make that see if there's already a faction leader in this creation. If there's a faction leader already created, we don't want to create another one. But then that also means that also means that if there's already a faction leader, well, it has to happen in order. Has to happen in order of the counties, and I don't know if it's doing that. You know, who knows what order it's doing this shit in. I guess we could look, but I bet you it's not the same order. Wayne Reed. Oh, we wouldn't be able to tell unless the game's running. Let's see. Uh, Julia Richardson. So it is doing it in order. We just have two. We have two counties to start with because it's a test. Um, for testing, and we need to keep it that way. Is there, like, if I can think of a quick, easy way to do this, then we'll do. Uh, if let's look at something here. I think if we go to, oh my God, it's already. Where does the time go in the day in life? Where does it go in life? Faction is what we want to look at. What we could do here is. Um, this is a string, I guess. Can I do a var right here? No. Uh, the problem with these using strings and shit is that, so basically we just want to say like, hey, this guy in this list is your faction leader. But that would only be like the name. We want it to actually be, we don't want it to be a string. We want it to be, we want it to be a county population. And then, right? Yeah, then uh-oh, gotta block somebody. Gotta ban someone. And whenever these things show up in chat, I know that I'm not getting any views. There's no one gives a shit about what I'm doing. They're trying to prey on my insecurities. Luckily I don't have, I don't give a shit. I'm going to report this person, and I'm going to uh chat messages, and I'm going to say they are scams, spammity scamity, spams. I guess it's just spam. Trying to sell followers. Block the user, and it weirds me out. It said they've been a user since February 3rd. It wears me out that they could not have been banned by now. Like, do people just delete the message and move on? Like, how does Twitch deal with? Like, it seems like they or does the bot creators like create a bunch of bots and let them sit for a few months and then pop them off later? Anyways, let's get this part assigned, and then we will call it a day. So when the population is getting generated, we need to go down and we need to assign the population leader, the faction leader. But the issue that we're going to have here is We need to, well, let's do this first part first. It doesn't actually tell us what faction this county is in, but I think our county thing actually says what faction it's a part of. Yeah, it does. So we could go. We're in world map load. We could go factions. No, that's not what. No, it is factions dot faction leader. Isn't that what I just called it? Mm, that's not gonna work. I might need to call it a day. I can feel my brain has already turned to mush. Let's just put the. Let's call it a day. It happens. We've done a bunch of weird shit today too. And let's do a thing in here. And then I will call it a day. Okay, so where we are at is tell it to create leaders only in individual counties, not counties that are owned by the same faction. And this isn't really necessary. Like we don't know if um we'll be setting up we don't know if we'll be setting up like places that start out with two counties. But even though it's not necessary right now, we might do that later. So if we just throw this shit in here just for the testing, it might work out for long term anyways. So let's push this to GitHub. I'm closing that. This is going to be a new branch though, and the new branch is going to be called. Oh, it's over here. Uh, Combining. No. Merging. No. Uh, Heroes in county population. That's what we're gonna this might take a little bit of time to get this fixed. Bring the changes, yes. Then we renamed instance to instance, started merging the hero list and the county population list. We're going to commit all of those changes. We're going to push those motherfuckers up there. And that is it. We are set for that. Okay, so that is it for me today, and hopefully tomorrow. Next weekend, I'm getting, or on next Friday, I'm getting my wisdom teeth pulled, so I won't probably stream on the weekend because I'm going to be in agony. So I hope maybe Wednesday I will stream. I just push whatever to try to keep making some progress on this because I feel like we're getting to. I mean, I know that this list keeps growing longer and longer and longer. But once we clear this out, I want to stop adding things. to this thing so that we have it completely, we reorganize some stuff where we can get it going here. Anyways, that is it for me today. Thank you for joining me. I will talk to you next time. Have a good afternoon or day, evening, time.